Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner, once seemingly locked in a bitter battle, are reportedly finding common ground as they navigate the complexities of co-parenting their two young daughters, Willa, 4, and Delphine, 2. With Sophie Turner poised to embark on filming her highly anticipated streaming series, Tomb Raider, Joe Jonas is preparing to take on the primary responsibilities of single dad duty. Sources close to the former couple have revealed to RadarOnline.com that the atmosphere between them has significantly improved, marking a stark contrast to the acrimonious split that unfolded last September. The initial stages of their separation were fraught with tension, triggered by Joe Jonas's filing for divorce and the ensuing custody dispute that cast a shadow over their personal lives. The media frenzy surrounding the breakup painted a picture of two individuals diametrically opposed, communicating, if at all, through intermediaries. However, according to an insider, this perception is far from the reality that has emerged in recent weeks. The fantasy of Joe and Sophie as these two distant islands who only communicate via telegraph has melted away, and a new reality has set in. Peace has been reached, the source stated, suggesting a significant shift in their dynamic. The insider's comment evokes a sense of resolution, implying that the lines of communication are now open and that both parties are committed to fostering a healthy environment for their children. The 4 years that Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner spent together were, for the most part, characterized by public displays of affection and a seemingly strong bond. Their relationship captivated fans, who admired their glamorous lifestyle and apparent devotion to one another. The sudden announcement of their divorce, therefore, came as a shock to many, prompting intense speculation about the reasons behind the split. The ensuing custody battle only served to exacerbate the situation, with both Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner reportedly seeking primary custody of Willa and Delphine. The details of the legal proceedings were largely kept under wraps, but the very fact that such a dispute was taking place was enough to fuel rumors and conjecture. It painted a picture of a relationship irrevocably damaged, with little hope for reconciliation. However, the latest reports suggest that Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner are determined to put their differences aside for the sake of their children. Co-parenting is often a challenging endeavor, even under the best of circumstances. When a relationship has ended on less than amicable terms, it can become even more difficult. It requires a willingness to compromise, to communicate effectively, and to prioritize the needs of the children above all else. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner's reported commitment to co-parenting suggests that they are both willing to make these sacrifices. Joe's preparations for single dad duty while Sophie Turner is filming Tomb Raider demonstrate a level of cooperation and mutual respect that was seemingly absent during the initial stages of their separation. It suggests that they are both aware of the importance of providing their daughters with a stable and loving environment, even if they are no longer together as a couple. What do you think motivated this change? Was it pressure from family and friends, the realization of the impact their conflict was having on their children, or simply the passage of time that allowed wounds to heal? The entertainment industry is rife with examples of celebrity couples who have struggled to navigate co-parenting after a split. The intense scrutiny of the media, the pressure to maintain a public image, and the complexities of their professional lives can all contribute to the challenges they face. However, there are also many examples of couples who have successfully co-parented, demonstrating that it is possible to put aside personal differences and prioritize the well-being of their children. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner's situation is unique to them, but their experience offers valuable lessons for anyone going through a similar situation. It highlights the importance of communication, compromise, and a willingness to prioritize the needs of the children. It also demonstrates that even in the midst of a difficult separation, it is possible to find common ground and build a new, albeit different, relationship for the sake of the children. The insider's comment about peace has been reached is particularly significant. It suggests that both Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner have come to terms with the end of their marriage and are now focused on moving forward. It doesn't necessarily mean that all of their problems have been solved, but it does indicate that they are on a path towards a more harmonious future. The fact that Joe Jonas is reportedly preparing for single dad duty while Sophie Turner is filming Tomb Raider is a testament to his commitment to his daughters. It shows that he is willing to step up and take on the responsibilities of parenting, even when it means juggling his own career and personal life. What would you do in Joe's place, considering the constant media attention? How would you balance your career with the needs of your children? Sophie Turner's decision to embark on a demanding filming schedule also demonstrates a level of dedication. It shows that she is committed to her career and that she is not willing to let her personal life derail her professional aspirations. It also suggests that she trusts Joe Jonas to care for their daughters in her absence. The success of their co-parenting arrangement will ultimately depend on their ability to maintain open lines of communication and to continue to prioritize the needs of their children. It will require ongoing effort and a willingness to adapt to changing circumstances. However, the fact that they are reportedly on far better terms suggests that they are well on their way to creating a stable and loving environment for Willa and Delphine. It's interesting to consider the role that public perception plays in these situations. Celebrity couples are often under immense pressure to maintain a perfect image, and their personal lives are constantly scrutinized by the media. This can make it even more difficult to navigate the challenges of separation and co-parenting. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner's experience highlights the importance of privacy and the need to protect children from the negative effects of media attention. It also underscores the fact that even seemingly perfect relationships can face difficulties and that it is important to approach these situations with empathy and understanding. The Tomb Raider series that Sophie Turner is set to star in is a major opportunity for her career. It will undoubtedly bring her even greater fame and recognition. However, it will also require her to spend long periods of time away from her daughters. This is a challenge that many working parents face, and it requires careful planning and a strong support system. Joe Jonas's willingness to take on the primary responsibilities of single dad duty will allow Sophie Turner to pursue her career aspirations without sacrificing her role as a mother. It is a testament to his commitment to their children and his desire to support her professional goals. The situation also raises questions about the traditional roles of men and women in parenting. For many years, it was assumed that mothers would be the primary caregivers, while fathers would focus on their careers. However, in recent years, there has been a growing recognition of the importance of both parents being actively involved in their children's lives. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner's arrangement challenges these traditional gender roles. It demonstrates that fathers are just as capable of providing care and support as mothers, and that both parents can pursue their careers while still being actively involved in their children's lives. The reported improvement in their relationship is a positive sign, not only for Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner, but also for their children. It suggests that they are both committed to creating a stable and loving environment for Willa and Delphine, even if they are no longer together as a couple. It is important to remember that co-parenting is a journey, not a destination. There will undoubtedly be challenges along the way, but with continued communication, compromise, and a focus on the needs of the children, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner can create a positive and supportive environment for their daughters to thrive. The fact that they are reportedly on far better terms is a reason to be optimistic about their future as co-parents. It suggests that they have both learned from their past mistakes and are now committed to working together to create a better future for their children. Ultimately, the success of their co-parenting arrangement will depend on their ability to put aside their personal differences and prioritize the needs of their children. It is a challenging task, but one that is well worth the effort. The narrative of Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner offers a glimmer of hope amidst the often turbulent landscape of celebrity relationships. It underscores the importance of resilience, communication, and an unwavering commitment to the well-being of children. Their journey, though still unfolding, serves as a reminder that even after a painful separation, it is possible to forge a new path forward, one that prioritizes the needs of the next generation. However, it's essential to maintain a critical perspective. While the reports suggest a positive shift, we must acknowledge that these are still early stages. Co-parenting requires sustained effort and commitment. The true test of their far better terms will lie in their ability to navigate future challenges and disagreements with grace and maturity. The media scrutiny will likely continue, and the pressures of their respective careers could strain their arrangement. It remains to be seen whether they can maintain this newfound peace in the long run. The narrative also raises broader questions about the expectations placed on celebrity parents. Are they held to a higher standard than non-celebrity parents? Is their every move scrutinized and judged more harshly? It's important to remember that celebrities are human beings with the same struggles and challenges as anyone else. While their lives may seem glamorous from the outside, they also face unique pressures that can make parenting even more difficult. Perhaps the most important takeaway from this story is the reminder that children are the ones who are most affected by their parents' separation. It's crucial for parents to prioritize their children's needs and to create a stable and loving environment, even if they are no longer together as a couple. Jonas and Sophie Turner's reported commitment to co-parenting is a positive step in this direction. Hopefully, they will continue to work together to create a better future for Willa and Delphine. What do you think about the role of media in celebrity divorces? Do you believe they sensationalize the stories, or do they simply report the facts? The situation of Joe and Sophie is, in essence, a microcosm of the challenges faced by many families navigating divorce and co-parenting. It highlights the importance of seeking support from family, friends, and professionals. Counseling and therapy can be invaluable resources for parents who are struggling to cope with the emotional and logistical challenges of separation. Moreover, it underscores the need for legal frameworks that prioritize the best interests of the child. Custody arrangements should be tailored to the specific needs of each family, taking into account the child's age, developmental stage, and relationship with each parent. Ultimately, the success of any co-parenting arrangement depends on the willingness of both parents to put their children first. It requires sacrifice, compromise, and a commitment to open communication. While the journey may be difficult, the rewards of creating a stable and loving environment for children are immeasurable. Jonas and Sophie Turner's story, while still